happy new year to you, to me, to Princess Joy, to the whole world. It's a beautiful day. Today, January the 1st, 2025. We are privileged we are all of to be here this morning. And it's so good to be with you as well. So, starting the year on a Wednesday as beautiful as this. Wednesday for many who believe, stands for mercy. And so, for as many of us who are believing God, who are still believing God, and who are still thanking God, because we should be full of thanks now. We should not start looking at any other thing. Just give thanks and give thanks and give thanks because you're alive. I am alive. We all hail and after. And it can only be by the mercy and the grace and the privilege given to us by the Almighty God and not man. So I want to welcome you to a beautiful year. A year full of God's unstoppable blessings, miracles, undeniable joy that will surround everything that has to do with us, our family, our loved ones, and our endeavor. So whatever it is that you use your hands and wherever you use your feet to go to, the Lord is more than enough to complete the journey and help you in this year 2025. My name is Olori Adejoke Adejoke. This is Family and Values on Galaxy Television. We know you're watching us wherever, all over the world, on all our social media platforms. You can always join us. And because Family and Values is a program that is all set for you and I to always look back and remember where we're coming from. How far with God. This is how far God has helped us. And also get knowledge here and there to help us to do more and do more until we come to a success story in our relationships, in our home, individually and personally. So I'm not here alone because my darling sister is dressing all the way from Nasarawa or from the north this morning. She decided to go to that, that area this morning. So it's so good to see you in the new year.
I wish you happy new year. So before I tell you the brain behind today's dress, I decided to represent the Abu aspect of my name.
Interesting.
And I put on white because it's our year of everlasting flourishing.
Amen. Amen.
And I wanted to start the year and say, no, let me put on white. Let them know that this year we are starting clean.
Interesting.
We are starting very clean on a clean
and
note.
Very interesting.
On a clean notes. So this year, don't take it for granted. Happy New Year to all of you. Yesterday I was saying I can't wait to shout Happy New Year. And I was my God was cracking. I was just kindly asking you again, did you shout Happy New Year? Because his voice didn't sound like one that was screaming.
I'm sure he did.
For those of us that are screaming on
you can see, I can tell you, I'm sitting.
Yeah, you get
and I didn't sleep until about 3:30.
I haven't closed my eyes. I was telling you, I left the church 2 a.m. I couldn't sleep. For some reason, you can't sleep. There are some sleep that you sleep and you just wake up 8 a.m. You don't try it. You just don't close your eyes.
For our viewers, you have to be here.
Of course, we have to be here. So it's wonderful to be here again. So we can officially say welcome to 2025. Wow, welcome to 2025. What a great year it's going to be. Now, I want to say this. Forget all the paparazzi that went through. The year has started. Serious business is starting today. You see all the bands, all the balloons were shouting everything that started. Serious business has started. You see that we are working. Somebody said, are you going to the office? I said, what do you mean? I have to be paid. And I said, I'm off to work. I have to be paid.
Very interesting.
Yes, very important. Very, very important. And that's to tell you that there's no time for laziness. There's no time for laziness. Welcome to the show. I am Princess Joy. Trust me, it promises to be another cruising year with you. And today's topic, like I said, we are starting on a clean note.
Yes, sir.
Let's close last year. Let's start again. Yeah,
very important.
And please, we are streaming on our Facebook. We are streaming live on YouTube. And yes, download the Galaxy Nova app so that I can watch us on video. In my area, shout out to all the Star Times viewers. In fact, I look from here and I say, I saw you. Somebody said, you want this color of cloth. What is it? Now you're people. Why are you doing me like this? So that you will know that, you will know that they are really monitoring you. I know they are. You think people are not watching? They are watching. I was fetching water from the public tap and it's much I was telling them, do you know her? I said, they're talking about. I said, if I'm talking about me, yes, I know. I'm the one. I'm fetching water. Okay, welcome to the show.
Okay, so welcome to the show. It's a new year. Many are celebrating today. Like I told you, how many Abioduns? We call them Abe for short, ABBY. So when you hear Abe from December to January, I told you even to 20th of January, it's still Abe. So we tell you I'm still Abiodun because I was bathed on that particular, euphoria of the season. So, do you have any shout out? Me, I have one. Do you have any?
I don't have to anybody celebrating New Year. I'm going to have to eat Christmas New Year rice. I didn't eat. The truth is, I didn't eat stew on Christmas Day.
Can you imagine?
And today is New Year. And somebody bought goats and said, I want to kiss you. I'm coming. After the show, I'm doing house to house. So I'm starting with our guests.
Ready.
We are ready. This year,
she's ready. Serious business.
You don't understand. I'm putting on white. We are serious. No stain. Clean. No stain.
Okay.
We are starting with our guests.
No stain. A beautiful shout out goes to my beautiful and favorite aunt, Chief Mrs. Alaja Chief Mrs. Memudat Adedoja Bello. I love you so much, and I pray that the Lord will continue to strengthen. He's the Mogaji of my father's family now. She is the Mogaji, and she's so well respected. She brought me back to my lineage. She brought me. She showed me back the path, and she's still loving me even after my father's death. So I love you. I respect God's grace over your life. And God, who has taken you thus far, who has helped you, will continue to be there for you. Take care of your children, your husband. As you continue to age, you're 73 this year. And I pray the Lord will continue to strengthen you. You'll be healthy and you'll not be a bother to you, to yourself, to your children. And God will be there for you. And to everyone celebrating today, we love you from Family and Values. We pray that the Lord will continue to be your strength, your pillar, and your shield. For everyone celebrating happy anniversary, don't be surprised. Many actually got married on the 1st of January. Yeah. We love you. Pray that there will be more honey in your moon. Okay, continue to sweeten that relationship. And that's why we are here this morning. So let's go for a minute.
We are still collecting gifts.
Okay, no, they've not even started bringing any gifts.
That's why they should bring.
Though one of my sons sent me a gift yesterday. Oh God. Slippers and a bag. I'm using it today. So it actually matched what I'm wearing today. So I appreciate God's grace over your life. Thank you for the gifts. God will bless you. God will make you happy. God will complete you all around. And everybody still bringing gifts because Joy will start reading. Please, like Tumishe,
I told the guests already.
So please, we are still collecting gifts. Okay, so bring more gifts for you. We have received gift from Tumishi. Okay, so bring your own too. And Aya Daniels also gave us gifts. So we are also giving out some gifts today. So make sure your phone, not the children. I'm not Joy. I'm not going to take the children. It's only for the adult because they have to read this particular book, and it's a beautiful gift. You know, in short, it's costly. So please, we're going to be throwing the line on the screen as we progress with the program. But right now, we need to go for our mini feature, and we'll be right back with our guests and the topic. So stay tuned. It's the Family and Values, and you're on Galaxy Television. So if you're just tuning in, you have actually not missed anything. We're just taking off. And this morning, to God be the glory, we're starting on a beautiful note. You heard where Joy said that we're going to be serious business. And we're not taking anything, lightly. We're going to be very serious and go straight to the point. Because topic we're discussing this morning, as much as it's for the whole family. Because we need to put our mind on one spot. It's a new year. And we need to start from our children, our well-being, how intentional we want to be, and what are the results we hope to achieve. Like we talked about raising a trophy child yesterday. So this morning, our topic is the parenting advantage this new year. In this year, 2025, what are those parenting advantages? And what are the steps we need to take? Have the time? How do we create the time? How well do we think we can successfully achieve this? And that's why we'll be talking about this with none other than our own dear pastor from Lighthouse NG. Okay, I'm talking about none other than Aya Daniels. He liked to, let's talk. Come to your rising. Let's talk. Like our guest said yesterday, sit down with that child. If the child is sitting on the floor, don't sit on the chair and say, what is happening to you? We're talking about someone who wants, he said, no, I know I'm a pastor, okay, but I'm not here to put the title first. I'm here to put God first. Then my name as the way God has called me. So we have Ayo Daniels this morning. He's a pastor with Lighthouse NG. He's a teacher. He's a counselor. He's a man who understands what it means to have a coachy life. You know, when you put life and you're ready to help to spread it, spread it so that everyone, I know, no. You know that Yoruba, she may not get it. But you spread it out so that nothing is left on, upside down. And so we're so delighted to have you this morning. I believe Grace brought you.
Author. Let's speak that.
Yes, he's a writer and an author. Yes, so I'm so sorry. Forgive me on that. Thank you so much for all that you have been doing. And he's brought some books for us this morning. We have Beyond Romance. We mentioned it. And it's not just let me tell you everything. Just call us. We'll let you know when you call. So don't start disturbing me now because I'm not going to attend to you. I'm not Joy. I'm very strict. So we'll let you when the phone lines. Yeah. I'm going to let you know when the phone lines are open, and what you just need to do is either send us a text message or give us a call. And please, when you call, go straight to the point, your name, where you're calling from, and like that. It's so good to have you this morning, sir.
Good morning. I'm Princess Joy.
Or if you get angry, and let me ask that. You smile when you get angry.
Everyone gets angry.
No, you don't have the best person you can ask that question is Sino. She's the best person you can ask that question. If just you're asking me, am I going to do I get annoyed?
I feel like
I will have a witness in this studio. We've been at meetings together where I got angry.
I feel like his smile always overshadows everything.
Okay.
Yeah. It's true.
Maybe I choose joy over anger.
2025, we choose joy over anger.
Just be determined, not your own joy.
Choose me.
It's Joy, not in person, not the person joy, but the Joy. It's so good to have you this morning, sir. Thank you for honoring us. We know yesterday was the shout of praise the Lord, Happy New Year, and you're still here this morning. When I called, I'm saying, hey God, I hope I'm not going to, be disturbing the man of God coming this morning. I'm like, God, please give him grace, please. And so God, I'm so delighted you could make it. And my darling sister Atumishe too came in early. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I like to say Happy New Year to you both.
Same to you, sir.
And everyone in this studio, the producer, all the crew. You're doing great and wonderful job. Maybe people don't usually come in to commend what you did and what you're doing. Thank you for 2024. Thank you for every episode on families and values. Thank you for what you are doing to help us build families across our nation. You may never know. Somebody will watch a live episode and someone will come maybe weeks or months after to watch another episode which will help them with their family. I would like to say thank you for all that you do to contribute to the family unit. Happy New Year, everyone out there. Every new year is a gift. So thank you for being part of the viewers for family and values. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Wow. Thank you for that welcome speech. It's so honorable. Okay, so going to the business, we're talking about parenting advantage this year, this new year. Now, I want to ask, what is parenting advantage? What's your own definition of parenting advantage?
Well, it's parenting advantage is that unique opportunity that every parent has to influence the life of their children. It's a very unique opportunity. The home unit is the first interaction any child will have with the greater society. So that opportunity that every parent have, that advantage, that benefit, it's what is called parenting advantage, and it involves a whole lot. For example, the first person a child, we recognize probably their voice is the mother right from the womb. So as the child is born and is being raised in an environment, that privilege that we have to impact the life of that child, that's what is called the parental actually.
I love the fact that you said it's not easy. It comes with a lot of us. Looking at the past year, 2024, there were a lot of challenges when it comes to parenting. We saw a lot of kids go the other way around. Now, judging from that view of 2024 in 2025, what are those challenges you think parents are likely to be dealing with in raising those wonderful kids with us?
Well, maybe first I would say, I think we've said it at one of our programs that I was privileged to be invited to. Parenting is not a joke. Parenting is something that is deliberate and is intentional. I know that when people get married, the next thing everyone is expecting is to give birth to an offspring. But I think we need to look at that closely because everything that you have around us, even when they go southward, they didn't need to be born. So I think the challenges are there. It has increased, no doubt about it. Everything around us has changed. The media has made our lives comfortable, but at the same time, the other side of it is also what we are dealing with. So knowledge used to be contained. When I was growing up, we had only one TV station in the whole of Southwest. And it used to be 4 p.m., but now things are different, 24 hours TV. And so there are certain things that has become like distractions, not only to the parents, but to the child. There is an issue of peer pressure. These are problems that we are dealing with, peer pressure, media not knowing where to draw the line. So the challenges are real. Parenting has also become conversational, but a lot of parents don't actually understand that the way we were raised is the way they want to raise this present couple of children, which is will become a little bit challenging for many parents.
Wow, a bit challenging for many parents. I love the ending. It's difficult for some people because the way they raise them is the way they don't want to understand whether there's communication or not. And when you even try to put communication, children will say, African mothers, African fathers, they always have a way around that. But what are the effective ways to encourage kids to set resolution? Because we're in a new year.
Yeah. So, I love what you said pre-studio times about how every parent should get into their children's life.
Yes.
And I think a whole lot of modeling is what we need to begin to do. Whatever we want to see in the life of our children, we should model it. So you're talking about resolution now.
Yes, sir.
What have we decided to do as parents? I think that's the number one question. How intentional are we about parenting this year, the time we want to give to our children? So there are basic things, depending on the age of your child, there are just basic things you need to get your child to understand. For example, as simple as tidying up their rooms can be a good way to start, depending on the age of the child. And then you help them model it by helping them hands-on with them. And that's a resolution. You begin to see that change. Maybe another thing is to have a daily time with them. It's a resolution. And it's something, I'm hoping as your mom or as your dad for conversation between so and so and this time. And then we see that as also another resolution. I'm hoping to spend time with you for your homework or going around with you. So that's also a New Year resolution. And the kids can actually see that we are emotionally involved in their lives.
Sometimes.
Growing up, we didn't have the opportunity of having parents play with us.
Yeah.
In fact, there was no room.
Okay. I wanted to say they were present, but they were not present.
Yeah, so they were present, that they're not present.
they will have a conversation with you for you, and that means you've committed a crime, and they are judging you during morning devotion. So when you see everybody sits for morning devotion and tell you your matter.
Oh God.
But now looking at parents today, you see some parents that are intentional, they have this time out that you're talking about. How important is playtime when it comes to parenting? In this new year, should parents make playtime part of? There is difference between communication. There is difference. Now, communication could be maybe a child misbehave and you want to put the child through, and then you talk about family values. Oh, this is what we are known for. But then there's the playtime where you have to come to that level of let's play as friends. And that is where more information is passed, because at that point, even the kids are vulnerable to talk to you about everything. So how important is it, and how intentional should parents include it to this year's parenting?
Yeah, that's one of the advantage that every parent has to influence their kids. Playtime is something that is very important. I remember we don't have such times. Parents are busy now, no doubt about it. I remember, maybe because we don't have many options back then, we play outside. We play with children from all the family. There is always an adult. Sometimes when our noise is too much, there is an elderly person who shares stories with us. So playtime is inevitable if we really, really want to fight the distractions that we have as the parents now. But it's challenging. Maybe you are working here all through today. By the time you get back home, you're tired. So how do we put that into this context? You can have something like, let's do the dish together. I mean, you are just helping your child. Let's do watch a particular program together of their own interest, because I have a 16-year-old daughter. If you are watching some of these things, she just wants to watch all those
cartoons,
animation, sci-fi, and all that. So you just choose to bend towards that so that you can have the opportunity. And while you are doing that, can we get a drink? Can we get water? You're just trying to create that environment. And sometimes I do it at home. I mean, we finish eating. I say, let's pack this plate. Let's go and wash together. I'm washing, you are rinsing, or she's washing and rinsing. So it's also because that's the best way to get things out of kids this way. We can't do the ordering and instructions alone. We have to balance it with that. And that's the advantage that we have. Teachers don't have it. Every other person in greater society may not have it. But we as the parents, we are the number one person who has that advantage.
Okay, being the number one person who have the advantage. I beg, use the advantage very well before it's too late. Because there will be a time that when they become adults, it will be very difficult for you, because they have their own mind and you can't stop them. You can only try to bend it, Oh, that Mutigbo call me. Okay, I've heard you, Anyway, it's time for us to go for this short break. We'll take our word of marble and our vox pop, and let's come back to the studio. So stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. It's still Family and Values, and we're still here with PAD. I've gotten another alias. My ear is always tickling to hear that. Thank you for giving me that eye. Okay. So we have PAD on seat. It's even more better. I'm using the Ayo Daniels, because when I say Ayo Daniels, I feel like I'm disrespecting the man of God. Oh no, that's the way I feel. Oh, Moshe Shagbo's nation here. Can you imagine? But really, it's beautiful because it gives you a one-on-one relationship that you don't. I'm just human like you. And with all due respect, I love the PAD, sir. Let me start that. I love the PAD. It makes a lot of sense. Thank you. So we've been discussing the parenting advantage. Yeah, you said some little, steps we can take. Someone is closing their eyes, It's Story of the New Year. So you said that we can always wash dishes with them. We can pick up little, sit down, watch movies and all that. what are the best habits parents can teach their kids this new year? I love that start, it makes a whole lot, telling them to arrange their rooms is a beautiful starting.
Yeah.
But what are some other habits, very, very intentional habits that it's very easy and the children will see that, wow, this is beautiful for this year. What are they?
It's, we were talking about modeling the other
Yes,
time.
sir. Yes.
There is, every family should have, that's what this program is all about.
Yeah.
Every family should have values. And they are listed there depending on what each family decides to embrace. Value of truth, value of honesty, value of respect, value of honor, and value of integrity. You see, these are virtues. And the only place a child can learn it is within the family unit. That's the truth. Every other, if you put it in the larger society, it's just enhancing that basic value. So, parents should be deliberate this year. If you want your child to be truthful, be truthful. If you want your child not to tell lie, tell the truth. If you want your child to respect other people, respect in front of them. If you want your child to honor other people, do the honor. Some few days ago, I was at an event, and a cousin of mine came, who traveled in for December period, had our kids were with her. And so, said the kids should come and greet me where I am. Honestly, when I realized that they were from America, my instinct said, let me just hug them. I was just, as I wanted to hug them, their mom said, how do you greet? They said in the Nigerian way, and they frustrated first.
Already?
Yeah. And then before I now said, get up so that I receive that hug. I believe that, this was like their second time in the country, but that value has been instilled in them that when you see an end, that you have to greet for. So there are many things that the parenting advantage offers us. It just offers us to that advantage to shaping the character. There is an impacted value in every family. And let me say something today, which might interest you. And I know a lot of people are watching us right now. If you trace the history, maybe you are used to just cousin a lot. There are some people like that. Even if they want to have a conversation with you, they just need to begin or spice it with a curse. So if you look back, if you reflect back, you just find out that that's the way the family environment in which you grew up, or maybe you grew up with other people, if they are consistent, it's just something that you suck in with unknowingly, but it has become part of our life. So, this year, whatever you want to see, please model it for your children. It's just like the story of that, person who was owing another person money.
Yes.
It's a true life story. And then the creditor came and said, I want to see your dad. And he said, a little child just said, okay, hold on. And then went in to go talk to his dad and asked that your friend is here to see you. He said, go and tell him that I am not home. So the child went back.
True life.
The integrity of,
really true life.
Yeah, in the integrity of his heart. Just say, my daddy said I should tell you that he's not home.
At home.
So you can imagine. So, if we want to see anything within the family unit, I think this year we have to model it. We just have to.
Not the fact that you say we just have to.
Yeah.
Now we live in a world that is so encompassed with social media, the internet. Everybody wants to be on social media. Everybody wants to put their child out there. Yes, like I said something. People are looking for Instagram lamps. Everybody wants to be there. Everybody wants to be. Now, how can parents remain adaptable to the changes that comes with the whole social media, internet thing that these kids know that we don't know? Because sometimes you feel like you've known something, and a child, I'll give you a very simple example. There was a case I handled a couple had put parental code for the 6-year-old child on their cable, and in their mind, they felt the child didn't know anything about the parenting code, and they'll go to work and the child will come back. Do you know that those child for 2 years kept watching everything that was on cable? Until the day, I think maybe they forgot to put it, and then they asked the child, they said and he's been watching for 2 years, and it was just 6 years. How the child maneuvered to configure the whole of that
got
setting,
the code.
got the code, it was still amazing to the parents. That means as parents, we need to keep ourselves abreast to the changes. It's not the time to say, you just got the phone. Please, I don't want to know anything about the phone. Let me give it. How do we remain adaptable to changes as we parent this year?
Number one, let us all practice consistency and clear boundaries.
Consistency.
Like the case you just mentioned, it's not just enough to do something once. Be consistent. And then secondly, let's practice open communication. That's those two things. What is consistency? There are boundaries. Engage your child. My 16-year-old knows all my password. I didn't ask how is it. So apparently, when I'm impeaching my password, she looks straight like that, but she's at the same time. So even I've changed my password severally, but I mean, it will tell you, I know your new password.
Oh my God.
So we can't just leave our phone. We can't just leave things. Open communication with engaging them will help us know whether they are clearly going out of the boundaries that we have set. It's not just, for example, it's not just putting parental guidance. We engage them on that. You just need to talk to, every child is curious. So they have a curious mind. And so what you need to do is to, even when you want to punish a child, you need to explain.
Definitely.
Yeah. I say to people, I mean, there is an argument whether you should flog or not flog. If I'm going to flog, I will tell you the reason why I'm flogging you.
So that you won't do it again.
So that you won't do it again. Because the difference between us, while we are growing up, and them is that we are flogged for things that we do not even know. Or maybe we've offended since morning and we're just being flogged. So, it's a corrective measure. So I'll need to engage you to know what did you do, why did you do it, advantages and disadvantages, and say, I tell you, this is my punishment for this. And so I think those clearly defined boundaries, and then being consistent with it, and then have open communication around it, I think it's going to help us. And parenting is not a small job. It has to be intentional. You have to be deliberate. If you don't want to lose your child in this day and age, you just have to get into their world. And it's that world of conversation, because everything that they know now is interaction. So even this phone that we talk about, every other thing, is interaction. TikTok, Instagram is the basic thing under it is interaction. So we have to engage them. We have to be deliberate. We have to ensure that the boundaries that we are setting, they are keeping up to it. And sometimes they get off it, but we also have to bring them back. That's the consistency.
That's the consistency.
Yeah.
We've been discussing the parenting advantage, and it's time for me to open the phone line. So the number to call is right there on your screen: 080-230-36856, 080-230-36856. It's right there on your screen. You can give us a call, and you have the opportunity to win a gift this first day in the year from our guest, PAD, Pastor Anna Daniels. I get that. He's a writer, he's an author. He is a man that God has blessed with the word. I'm sure I don't need to talk more. I can't do any marketing. You can hear him. You have heard how we've been communicating, and he's been able to, for those who are Yoruba, he's been able to bring it to your level that you will understand. He's not using too much English that will be difficult for you to pick. And it was not too fast. Sometimes we talk too fast and we miss some things, or you may not even pick it up. So you can just give us a call. Okay. I have first caller. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Are you there? Hello, sir. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from that time. This is your program, Madala.
You're calling from where?
I'm calling from Lata.
Ilasa. How is Ilasa this morning?
Lata is fine now.
Are you married, sir?
Yes, I'm married now.
Can you tune down the volume of your TV set? And can I have your name again?
My name is Mr. George here. I'm calling from Lata.
Mr. John.
My question is your question.
Yeah, go on, go on.
My question is your question. Like, I'm not talking to you about the renting and the lumber.
Ah, Mr. John, your question again.
Get your question. Yeah.
Go on, go on, go on, go on. Be fast with it. Which one?
Okay.
At
okay.
what age
At what
can a
age?
child
That's the
own a
question to the
phone?
guest. At
Oh,
what age
okay.
can a child own a phone?
Okay. Do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead,
Yes,
please.
Okay, so
Go on, sir.
okay, so at what age can a child use a phone? In other places, I think okay, so what is the purpose of owning a
The phone.
phone? For communication basically. So depending on that child, where if your child is away, for most boarding houses, they don't allow them to take phone. And then for some boarding houses, they just dedicate, I think, Saturday, depending on the hour, where students can receive phone calls from home. I think to be safe, really, I don't want to put an age to it, but if a
Okay.
child
Let me
is
take next question because of our time.
okay,
So that you answer the two together.
okay.
Hello, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Happy New Year. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think that's it for
Okay,
so
so
you can
you can give a child, if your child is 14, I don't want to put it in, 14, 15, 16, depending on the purpose. Some children now, some school wants assignment to be done, and so
and they have
sometimes
to
it's,
go.
and then sometimes a child is away from home, you want to monitor. I think the general rule is to set the boundaries. How do you set the boundaries? You don't use phone. My daughter, I don't give them phone during the week. You only have access to phone during weekends.
Hello,
And it's
sir.
for
Good
specific
morning.
hours. I don't know.
Hello, sir. Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Happy New Year.
Good morning. This is Mr. Godfather from
Okay, Mr. Godspard, do you have any question for our guests?
yeah.
Very quick. Very quick.
Okay. What can we do for a child that is addicted to food?
Okay. You answer your question and you have a gift from him, you and Mr. John. So just stay tuned. You answer your question. Okay, sir. We can go. You can
Okay, so very quickly, this phone has become, even with my own daughter, we have to fight a war around it. And I think it's just basically because the distraction that comes. So you need to regulate, because if you use your money to buy the phone for him or her, you need to regulate the hours. So you establish a rule around that. No phones during the week because of school assignments, school work and all that. And even if a child says, oh, I want to go on the internet for my assignment, you monitor. You say you have only 2 hours or 3 hours to do this so that you can withdraw the phone. You submit your phone by 9 p.m. in my own house. So until the next morning, you don't have access. And that next morning, you have to have completed your household chores, as it were. So I know that is a challenging one for many parents. I fight my daughter to use of phone because sometimes you are calling her, you want her to do something and she's there.
Busy.
She said, I'm coming. And then you are looking at the time, it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And then you are saying, where are you? You said, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
So you need to, it's something that it is like a fight. Now, there are many apps, many programs on the phones now. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and the child, the mind of the child that is curious, just want to know what is happening in the various places. So regulation
is very important.
It's very important.
Okay.
The question they ask, what kind of phone should children be able to? Is it an Android or a normal phone that is
No, of course.
I don't want to put it.
It can only be Android.
Because some schools will ask you to bring laptops.
Yes.
And you have the internet connected to the laptop. So if you want to do your schoolwork, you have the internet. Now, the phone is for just like the guest, the caller is saying that the child is attached to the phone. That means the child has access to the internet. So I feel like if you give the child the normal phone that doesn't have internet, just for the communication, how are you? Are you home?
Okay, because our time is fast spent. Like you said, regulate, find a way to regulate the usage of the phone, the timing, and for what is that child using it for. So if your child needs to use a laptop, definitely the laptop will be used, where you can easily have access to know what that child is doing. So it's part of regulation. Okay, so just know what the child is using those gadgets for. And of course, it has to be an Android phone because you use data now, definitely. Even what laptop too, or iPad, use data. So God will help you because the normal phone cannot use data. That's the total. Now, am I saying it right? Yeah, I can. So all these Android laptop will use data. So God will help you as a parent. So we have two gifts for Mr. John from Elasa and from Oworo. I didn't pick your name, but I have your number. So you just need to do one thing for us. Send us a text message on the same line and we'll let you know how you pick up this beautiful gift from our guest, Beyond Romance. Joy is holding her own too. Joy is holding her own too. So this is beautiful. It's not just sleep, wake up, make children, make babies. If you read this book, it will tell those steps you need to take. It will help to boost and spice up your relation in your marriage. And if you're about to get married too, take this. It goes a long way. On that note, once a big thank you to PAD.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for Aya Daniel. Our darling pastor is here this morning. Mother, we love you. Thank you for always releasing him. Thank you so much. God will continue to make your honey to continue to be sweeting and sweeting and sweeting.
When you have somebody like you that shares the same way.
Yeah.
And entering the new year,
I am your mother. I am the one that gave birth to the Ayo. Oh, you have to see another one.
Realize that it's going to be a great year.
Yes, it is a great year.
Glory be to God.
Thank you
for this beauty. Oh, yeah.
I am Princess Joy. We'll see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is 2nd of January. The year I've started, I've told you. Just eat your rice down, know that business have started. No time to waste.
Okay, as we run out of the studio, tomorrow is going to be another beautiful topic as we talk about your mental health. When you wake up in the morning, what are those things you need to do to help yourself so that you not get inside the bus or the bus stop and stop behaving irrational or come out with frustration? Even when your wife or your husband has done one thing or the other, you mess up your way before you step out. There are steps you need to take. So we're talking about a ruffled mind. And please join us tomorrow. We'd love to have you. My name is Remain Olori. See you tomorrow and have a great day as we celebrate. Be cautious of yourself. Safety is very important. Don't start breaking bottles. Okay? Be mindful. See you tomorrow.